Здравствуйте! Сейчас вы увидите видео, на котором выступит наш ректор, доктор Даг Хинчлифф. Его выступление в Москве, в Санкт-Петербурге и в Новосибирске, особенно в первом и последних городах, было лучшим из всего того, что могли представить вузы Австралии. И я хочу, чтобы вы внимательно вслушались в то, как и что Даг Хинчлифф говорит.
Thank you, Duncan. Good morning and welcome. My name is Dag Hинчлифф. As you see, I'm the CEO and Dean of King's Own Institute. Like the little fellow in my pocket, we're different. It's only small. And why I have the handheld mic is so that I'm a teacher, lecturer, tutor, so I might walk amongst you and see if you're concentrating, see if you're awake. No, I won't do that. My task today is to give you an idea of what can be done in a different way for the same end quality results. The 5-100-2020 is an ambitious aim or goal. For rankings, KOI, King's Own Institute, is so new that we are not yet ranked. And will not be ranked in the same way because we're not doing everything that's required for the ranking. Austrade here, and Duncan Cole, the Trade Commissioner, Senior Trade Commissioner, they have a program called an Export Marketing Development Grant. And what that means is that we pay for approved expenses and are reimbursed. It's very effective to get businesses started. KOI is only 6 years old. I'm one of the youngest on the academic board and council team, and that gives you an idea. We're not quite young. I'm an organisational builder, and it's a people business. With other universities, I work with joint ventures and partnerships. This time, no partnerships, but acting as the same as a university. Private higher education in Australia also has postgraduate and undergraduate, that is to say full higher education. And it's the same as the universities, but as you heard just before from Mr. Cole, the performance conditions and standards are in fact the same. The registration the same, the accreditation is the same, the penalties for any non-compliance, they are the same. Where's this go here? There? Where's it go? It's not working. There we go. But today's we've gone back. Academic mobility is what this is really all about. As you can see on the screen here, higher education academic mobility is a global environment. We're seeing here that the experience for people around the world all the time, mobility, not just portability, but moving people. We're talking about the academics, we're talking about the students who become academics. Academic mobility does enhance personal and intellectual maturity, flexibility, resilience, cross-cultural communication skills, the ability to adapt to new circumstances and to deal constructively with any differences. Academic mobility also broadens experience through living and studying abroad and widens academic horizons, allowing a reappraisal of personal goals to include postgraduate study. You heard before about the innovations in Australia. When you're flying into an airport and you're about to land and you want the aircraft to stop, then the braking system they have for in the wet weather, in fact, was developed in Australia so that it just doesn't skid and cause an accident. Joint education and training courses They provide articulation pathway agreements, credit transfers, that's advanced standing, accreditations and institution alliances. We can have customised tailoring of program and courses for anyone, actually, from vice rectors, the rectors themselves, administrators, the academics, and of course the students and the parents of prospective students. This is about opportunity. Education itself provides opportunity and options, as you see here. For a better life, a better job, a better career, adventure, exposure, and of course experience. There is also a competitive advantage when students return home as graduates because of the experience they've gained, the new knowledge they have. Of course, the options include a short or an extended stay, a degree, doing research, the jobs involved, the careers, the internships that go with those job and career starts, the relocation that might be involved, residency itself. These are all options provided here by academic mobility. KOI, King's Own Institute, is uniquely placed as a relatively small and comparatively new institute of higher education in Australia. And it's already establishing a reputation for its high standard of graduate as measured by multinational companies requesting more KOI graduates of the calibre of those they have hired. Rabobank, PricewaterhouseCoopers are two of the big names that come to mind. The team at KOI readily engages with international and domestic students in harmony and in close partnership with business and industry. KOI excels by retaining a multidisciplined team of academics who are highly talented and credentialed professionals, noted as keen practitioners in their fields of study or discipline. It's that practitioner base that makes the difference. Auditors teaching auditing, lawyers teaching law, accountants, whether they be financial or managerial, whatever aspect, they're teaching their discipline. They are passionate about what they do, they know about it because that's what they do all the time. So KOI is synonymous with success in higher education. So who are we? KOI, as I said, is a small tertiary institution of higher education in Sydney, Australia, with a team of highly talented and credentialed practitioners. I want to say that again. That is the difference. Practitioners. They make career starts possible with an enjoyable and rewarding learning journey. They make the books come alive, not just reading from the book. So what do we do? The team at KOI engages with motivated students to build on their foundation, and the foundation in this country is excellent, truly excellent. Those students coming to us for doing postgrad, they are some of the best in the world, some of the best we've ever seen, and we'd certainly like to see more of them in Australia. So their career-shaping experiences, and as I said, that practitioner-oriented studies to launch and propel them to their early and high success. Difficult to see on the screen here, but the red item here is for Russia, and it says 3%. Only 3% of our 2,000 students are in fact from Russia at this time. Now that is a small number, but there's 58 students from Russia currently at KOI in Sydney. I said before, this is a people business. You cannot do this just by putting an accountant in place and running it as a business. It's a people business, and you get the best of those around who can make a difference. The academic board here, as you might see, has a few older people. Yes, even older than myself. That's pretty good. And the man in the top left is the head of our council, and Dr. Brian Spencer. You'll hear soon about Macquarie University, one of our top universities, and Dr. Spencer here, he was 21 years principal and registrar of Macquarie. I won't go through the whole team here, but they are very well experienced, credentialed have all had overseas experience. That again is a big difference. I might mention that the man on the top right-hand side, smiling at us there, Professor Alan Dunk, he is the most widely published academic in accounting in Australia, and the professional organisations of CPA, Chartered Accounting, they rate him in the top 5 in the world, top 10 in the world, top 5 in Australia. These are the sorts of people you can gather to make a difference. And the lady I should mention too there, second from the left and the bottom, Joanna Danday. She runs the library, but also libraries are now, of course, a big information source. She is Russian Chinese, and of course she's got that skill set because she's in IT in a big way. I won't go through all of these points here for you, but we are in fact publishing articles already. We have partners here at an education fair in Novosibirsk this afternoon, and they'll be there with us today. But Russian-speaking students engaged in the academic and publishing activities as well. We also have agents in Australia, and we try to limit those to those who can make a difference, who provide that level of support to students from another country, and indeed we have that operating with us today, and you'll hear more about that later. So partnerships there, as you see in the top, the second top one here, we're partnering with Russian and Ukrainian universities and quite successfully, but early days at this time. Job creating, career shaping, life-changing higher education. We're all engaged in this. Creating opportunities and engaging with successful professionals for career enhancing, life moment networks for an advantage in life. To apply that which we have, to engage with others, of course excel in what we're doing, and of course enjoy that success, both for those academics and of course the students. So we're building on the past, enjoying the present, and creating a happy and successful future. It is the KOI advantage. Experienced academic staff and support. People can readily identify with their graduations. Ours are in fact conducted with the courtesy of Sydney University. Graduation here, those people winning the Excellence Awards come from several countries, many countries I suppose, and on the bottom right hand side, Ania Karenina from St. Petersburg was one of our recent excellent students here, a graduate. Having fun is what it's about, and just having a look at this here. Now, without going through too far, this lady here is one of the reasons why I'm here with you today. She features on a brochure, unbelievably good. She's Russian. She is terrific. She's an ambassador for you. All of your students becoming graduates are ambassadors for you, in fact for the world. Australia needs good graduates, Russia needs good graduates, the world needs good graduates. This is one shining example. And her English, by the way, was 8.5 IELTS, which is about the second top, and that makes a difference. Yes, she walked straight into a job, a career in fact, career start with PricewaterhouseCoopers because of that foundation she had in Russia with a terrific undergraduate degree, going on to postgraduate, and then of course excelling with English. Alexandram Yadarinkinim. He's here with us today. Would you like to stand up, Alex? This man is IELTS 9. It's 9 out of 9. I think I've met about 4 or 5 people in my life with that level. His excellence in English and in academics is really second to none. And of course, he's back here with us here. He's a graduate of KOI. We can tell you more about him, but he's assisting us today. But he's studied in Russia from the Siberian State University of Railways and completed his Bachelor of Economics in 2010. He's a great role model for Russian students in general and for those from Novosibirsk of how to study and achieve your dreams. Alexander is a great example of what we want in our students and our graduates. And he's one of your own. This lady here has now walked into a top job where she is in Sydney here, Vladilena, and she's brought up in St Petersburg. She came to Australia in 2015 and chose King's Own Institute as her primary higher education provider. And she's currently completing her Master of Professional Accounting with us, but she's working also part-time. Ilya, another shining success story here, IELTS 9. I say this because English language proficiency around the world is very helpful, and getting straight into a multinational company, they just walk straight in. The Russian background, the Russian foundation, as I said before, is excellent. And that mobility around the world, not just Australia, but certainly if we can get more of them, we'd certainly love to have that. So Ilya here is hoping to set up a business here next year, in fact. But he graduated from the National Research University and Graduate School of Economics in Moscow. Alexander Petrov, also with us here today. Would you like to stand up, Alex? Alex here is, he completed his Master in Chemical Engineering from Moscow Institute of Fine Chemical Technology and relocated to Australia in 1999, and you might see him a little bit later. He now represents us here as an education agent, and of course he's, and he's also helping here with and assisting and writing with the research articles, particularly in the Journal of Management in Russia and abroad. Notice we don't have time for these videos, but there are videos available, everything there on the back of our brochure, at the website. All of those things give you an idea of what's available for just seeing how the Russian students are being successful in Australia. So experience the success with the КОИ advantage is our message, but we'll take questions later and talk about what we can do with either joint ventures or partnerships and how we can grow together. Thank you.
Итак, дорогие друзья, вы слышали, что сказал наш ректор. Безусловно, самые лучшие речи, самые лучшие агенты, самая лучшая деятельность не гарантирует вам получение визы. Вам самим надо очень хорошо подготовить ваши документы. Но все это, вся тяжелая, в принципе, работа, которая ведет и учебное заведение, и ректор, и я, и ребята, которые заслужили, в общем-то, уважение со стороны и Департамента иммиграции, и нашего учебного заведения. Все это строит стратегически, строит лучшее отношение к нам. Опыт — критерий истины. И, соответственно, чем лучше все мы, чем лучше эта система, тем выше ваши будущие шансы на получение визы и на то, чтобы ваши мечты сбылись. Спасибо.